Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for the Tuesday night super stream. We are officially at the business end of the season now. I'm allowed to call it now. Been hyping it up for long enough, haven't I? And we are less than, well, not less than, but in about 5 minutes' time, we'll be less than 10 games to go once a lot of these have kicked off. It's all getting very, very tense at the end here in the Championship, particularly as it pertains to the race for second place. And we have a couple of our chasers in action. Actually, we've got all three of them, haven't we? We've got Brentford, Watford and Swansea all playing tonight. Shall we see the lay of the land before we even start? So all three of our chasers for second place are playing. There's the table. Watford go to Rotherham. Swansea go to Bournemouth. And Brentford go to Derby. They're all away from home for the second time in a few days. And, well, fascinating, isn't it? Look, two teams there tied on 69, but then the chasers both have a game in hand over the current occupants in second place. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. So the plan is tonight, those are our games down there. Cardiff versus Stoke, Derby, Brentford, Luton, Coventry, Borough, Preston, Rotherham, Watford. Then we get the 7:45 one. So we've got a bit of an overlap. We'll focus on the second half of that one, obviously. Fleetwood are playing Ipswich in League One. There's a League One I think it's an entire round, actually, tonight. So we'll keep an eye on my lot, Ipswich, who are in sixth place in those playoff positions at the moment. Should be good fun, this, shouldn't it? Let me know if you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. Let's just do a couple of plugs real quick. Let's say thank you. We're a super stream tonight, so we need to thank David, our sponsor, fan of the channel, happy to support great content. Thank you, David. And if I say to you, my friend, the sign is in the works, you'll know exactly what I mean. Patreon is where David supported. You two can do that. Classics Reviewed came out today. Obviously, Thursday Q&A is on Thursday. Quick predictions were out today. Plenty of reasons to go Patreon for that Patreon exclusive content. And you can support the broadcast via Super Chat anytime. Become the king of the bin if you're the first one there. But for absolutely free, hit the like button. Help bring other people to the stream. Comment, have your say, share your knowledge. Subscribe, ring the bell. Never miss a video. There are plenty, obviously. Let's get the proper ticker on the bottom there. And hello, I can see lots and lots of people in the chat. I will catch up with you guys in a second. We go through teams first of all, because I'm dragging now. I've got some coffee. It's decaf though, so it won't speed me up too fast. There's some Pepsi down there. Don't worry. Let's have a look at the teams. We'll go through from top to bottom. So let's look at Watford first, trying to defend that second place spot. They go to Rotherham, who we haven't seen for a little while, have we? They're back after COVID stopped them for 3 games, I think, Rotherham, wasn't it? So they're well behind in terms of their fixtures played. There's the Rotherham team. Blackman, McDonald, Wood, Ihekwa. Wiles and Olusunde are the wing-backs. Crooks, Barlasser, McDonald. Front two tonight for Paul Warne. Smith and Ladapo. For Watford, Backman in goal. Messina, him of that very, very late goal in the week. Sierralta, him of the own goal of the weekend. Ekong and Firmino. Chalobah, him of the dancing feet and brilliant goal at Cardiff. Hughes. Zinchenko retains his place in central midfield. Sarr, João Pedro and Sema. That's not changing up the top, is it? On the benches for both For Rotherham, Johansson, Harding, Hull, Giles, Grattan, Sadlier, Hurst, Josephson. For Watford, Foster, Cathcart, Lazar, Ngakia, Gosling, Hungbo, Sanchez, Gray. Success. Get your thoughts in on any of that stuff. Let's move on and we'll see what Swansea are doing tonight. Or will we? Yes, we are within an hour of kickoff. We might need to wait a minute for SofaScore to catch up with that. Not confirmed there yet. I'm sure you guys will have seen them on Twitter, but we'll wait for them to be presented nicely into team shapes for me. Saves a bit of bother, doesn't it? Right, Derby, Brentford. And wow, the return of Pontus Jansson. That I did not see coming. What a surprise. They kept that one quiet, didn't they? I'm sure Brentford fans with their ear to the ground will know that was going to happen, but surprise to me anyway. Raya in goal. Dalsgaard, Janssen, Reed. Pinnock steps out. And Sørensen. Janelt, Norgard, Jensen. And Buemo, Tony, Canos. For Derby, Roos, Burn returns. Wisdom, Clark, Buchanan. Bird, Shinnie. Knight, Watson gets a start. Josviak and Kasim Richards up top. On the benches for Derby, Marshall, Forsyth, Mengi, Baningimi, Lawrence, Roberts, Sibley, Gregory, Waghorn. Feels like we haven't seen Tom Lawrence for a while, doesn't it? For Brentford, Daniels, Pinnock, Roslev, Bidstrup, Godos, Marcondes, Zambarek, Force, and Fosu. Nicely stocked there on the bench. If they've got Rico Henry back and Josh De Silva apparently after international break, they may be strong for the running. We mentioned the impact possibly of injuries. Who else is up tonight? Cardiff are playing, aren't they? They're playing Stoke. We'll get to this. Game's about to kick off. There's your Cardiff team. Phillips, Morrison, Flint, Brown, and G and Sang, Pack and Volks, Bakuna, Ojo, and Moore up top. For Stoke, Davies in goal. Gun dropped. Interesting. Chester, Suter, Bart, Smith, Norrington, Davies, Alan, Mikael, Thompson, Powell, and Fletcher. I won't do the benches. We're just going to move on nice and quick. Let's head to Borough and Preston, and we'll figure out which game we're going to go to first. I think we said we were going to start on the Watford-Rotherham game, didn't we? And then we're just going to follow the goals, I think, thereafter. I'm on match choice here on Sky, so I'm sure we'll be a little titch behind. It is 7 p.m. now. Referees out there. So anyway, Borough versus Preston. You still got the split screen up there? Yeah, you have. Cool. Bettinelli, Fisher, Fry, Hall, Boller across the back for Borough. McNair moved back into midfield. Now scored at the weekend. House and Morsey. Cabano. Akpom and Balassi up top. For Preston, Iverson in goal. Vandenberg, Story, Lindsay, Hughes, Brown, Gallagher. Rare start for Gallagher there. Sinclair, Barkhays and Potts. Evans up top. I think we just got Luton to do, have we? Or is there one more after this? I could just look at the bottom of the page. Millwall like playing with Stoke, Bristol City. Pass. I think I've done all of them, haven't I? I'll have a look down the bottom there on Watford. Oh, no, we haven't done, of course, Bournemouth, Swansea. We'll catch up with that at halftime needs. My picture says we're about to kick off for Rotherham and Watford. Let's just bang through there. Sluga, Pearson, Ray, Naismith, Bree, Clark, Y, Dewsbury Hall, Tannicliffe, and Panzu. Cornick, Adebayo up top for Luton. For Coventry, Wilson, Ostergaard, McFadden, Hyam, Darbo, McCallum, Hamer, Kelly, James, O'Hare, Biamu. Right. Shall we get into this? I'm going to start with Rotherham and Watford, and we'll follow the goals. Twitter is telling me lots of games are underway. Let me know in the comment what you are going to be watching. Any predictions you had? Is this a stage last season where the league got suspended? No, there was a little bit more left, wasn't there? I think was there 13 to go or something last season? I think. I'm trying to remember. There's only 10 to go. Now, have I changed my opinion on any team selections? No, can't be doing that. Stick with my predictions. Every time I hear Iverson, I think of the basketball player in the Post Malone song. Corner for Rotherham early on in this one, and a very interesting setup. All the Rotherham players running from the corner of the box. It's worked, actually, because they've left a man spare, clipped in, headed away by Sierralta. Crooks on the edge of the box. His shot charged down. Come on, Watford, says Jay. We are on Sky Sports Match Choice here, which is on Channel 403. Just press the red button. I'll do Sky's bidding for them. All of the games here, and then they'll have their proper setup at Bournemouth and Swansea. We're obviously just getting the iFollow pictures here, which can be a little bit hit and miss. This is the Tuesday night super stream. Here come Rotherham down the right. Good work there. Surely a foul by, was it Hughes or was it Zinkernagel on Dan Barlasser? Good start by Rotherham in this one. As we await our first goal, we'll follow the goals. Guys, whenever there's a goal, we'll switch match. That is the rules when the red button is working. Always good fun, apart from me attempting to use the technology in the remote and messing it up and missing the goals. But hey, that's just part of the charm, isn't it? Free kick loaded in by Rotherham. The flick on is one. Hughes tries to clear it, smacks it against Messina. Watford, not the most auspicious start from Watford. Rotherham have definitely got them sort of pegged in, and they've not got going at all yet, the Hornets. We had the debate today earlier. Will Rotherham be rusty or rested? Who knows? They look fairly rested at the start of this one, but hey, we're only 2 minutes in. We don't know what's going to happen the rest of the game. Sema flicks that on. Watford getting in the Rotherham half for the first time. Cleared down the line by Olusunde, the right wing back. Smith trying to half volley back heel there, as you can imagine by my reaction. Didn't quite pull it off, did he? Barrow have just scored a mind boggler. Perhaps that will come up on my... I got my Gillette stream up there, although it's a bit pixelated, to be honest, on the iPad. No good. Here comes Sema. Richard Wood gets there just ahead. What am I going to moan at now? Karanka is going, well, you can be happy now, Jay, can't you? We will do a reaction video for Bowyer. Obviously, that news broke about, I don't know, 40 minutes before I was due to go on here. So no time. 4 bottles of water. Someone's doing all right. Alex, do you want me to let you into a little secret? You can buy 40 for about £4 at Costco. So, yeah, just saves me going downstairs to get them. But, yeah. Ladapo is into the box here, held up by Ekong. Nice feet by Ladapo, but where's he going? Ekong shadows him. He gets the cross in and flicked away by Sierralta. Firmino in the chase now with Ben Wiles. Nice back heel. Here's Crooks in the box, and Crooks has it taken off him by Chalobah. Rotherham definitely the better side so far in this one in terms of attacking. Welcome, Jacob. Yeah, you got it, boss. Bet Costco's done well. Costco crunchy bottles. Yes. Yes, we'll go Super Stream tomorrow. And why the hell not, hey? More football than you can shake a proverbial stick at, or an actual stick. So I'm just making sure this coffee doesn't go cold because it sits there and it annoys me. Done. Down the hatch. I won't put the cup on my head afterwards. Long thrown down the side by Rotherham is knocked on. And here is Sierralta. He goes home to Backman. And first real bit of possession here for Watford. Just pinging it about the back four, I guess, just trying to settle. Been all Rotherham so far in terms of possession. Sierralta plays it across to Ekong. Ekong into central midfield. Crooks nicks it. Big switch of play there, looking for Ladapo in behind. Backman comes out sweeping and wins the ball. And we've got a foul in the centre of midfield. What have we got going on here? Excited for the Bournemouth game, says Jacob. Excited to see Wilshere. Nice. Injury in MK Dons Plymouth. Live watch along for Birmingham Reading. We've got to go all in on all six, Charlie, tomorrow, I'm afraid, buddy. But hey, why do I need bottled water when tap water exists? Do you see a tap in this room, Annie? Just makes life easier, doesn't it? I'm on my 5th bottle of water today because I went on a bender and partied like Wayne Rooney and had 18 beers last night. And wow. Penalty to Brentford. We are changing the channel. No, we are not. Goal for Watford. Let's stay right where we are. We got a penalty for Brentford and a goal for Watford. The goal has not occurred on the iFollow coverage yet, but here we go. Down the right-hand side, driven across the box. I'm assuming that's going to go for a corner, and Watford are going to score from the corner. Yes, indeed. It's all go. Ivan Toney has scored for Brentford. We are go, go, go. 2 of the chasers are in the lead already. Bad news for Swansea. Both Watford and Brentford are leading. Let's have a look. I'm just going to hit pause on my iFollow here. Oh, God, and I missed it anyway. And Buemo was taken down by Lee Buchanan. Right, I am going to pause this. Stay there. Oh, I can't on the red button. Buchanan fouls and Buemo. And Toney is going to score from the spot. And there is the opening goal. I think Sierralta has headed it in for Watford. So we have 2nd place and 4th place already leading within minutes, getting the job done. Sierralta, the goal scorer. Here comes the Ivan Toney penalty up the top on the iPad. He's so good at penalties, isn't he? Ridiculous. And we have goals for both of our chasing teams here. Bad start for Swansea, this, but there is a sense now that they're all just grinding out the wins, aren't they? These teams up the top there. But a big flag waved by Brentford and Watford straight over to those Swansea players who haven't kicked off. I'm sure they'll be trying to keep away from this. But believe me, they will find out that both Watford and Rotherham are leading already within 10 minutes. Toney for Brentford from the spot. I'm going to get a better view on the iPad of the goal than I did on the screen. A bit pixelated here. Short corner. It's Zinkernagel to Hughes. Back to Zinkernagel. Crossed in right-footed. And, he gets up above Richard Wood. I think he takes a little bump on the head, but heads it into the back of the net. And we have early goals, which means we can take an early look, as I love to, at the live league table. And the live league table tells us that Watford are still in 2nd spot. They're going to go to 72 points from 37 games if they win today. Not far off 2 points per game. If they won their next game after today, we're ifs, buts and maybes here, they'd be on 75 from 38. And looking at that 90-point mark, Watford, Brentford temporarily moving into third spot. Obviously, the second Swansea kick off, a point goes on the board for them, and Brentford will move back down a place. But we know there is an outcome here today. There's an outcome that has Brentford even better than where they are now if Rotherham can turn it around, but maybe looking unlikely. Let's see how the rest of the evening pans out. But early action. And that's a good question. Who scored more pens this season, Tony or Deeney? Someone look that up. They must both have like 5 or 6 each, mustn't they? They couldn't be more different in terms of penalty taking, Tony and Deeney, but they're both awesome penalty takers, aren't they? How many goals is Tony on now? What's that, 27? Is it? Let's look that up. Tony, 27. He's only 3 away from the magic 30. Only Glenn Murray, since the Championship was rebranded, has hit 30. And then we have to go all the way back to Lee Hughes, Guy Whittingham. Who else got 30? I can't remember. No, Van Hooydonk and Phillips both got 29, didn't they? Are those the ones? Whittingham, Murray, Hughes. I think that's it. It's a small club since we went to the 14 playoffs. Oh, double post there in the Luton Coventry game there. Luton hitting the post twice there. Coventry on the counter have hit the post as well. Unbelievable. Luton hit the post twice, and then Coventry go up the other end and also hit the post. Sensational stuff. No pressure for us. It's been a bit of a start. It just looks like Swans cast. Everyone's just going to keep winning, haven't they? Goodness me. Come on, Stephen. Stop it. We're talking about Championship goals. You've got to get 30 in the Championship to get into this conversation here. You know that too, don't you? Deeney and Tony both scored 6 penalties. Being dependent on a 30-goal striker, well, creating 30 chances for a striker across the season is decent enough, isn't it? Tricky game for Swans today. Yeah, kicking off at Bournemouth in 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm not drinking tonight. I'm going to not drink until the weekend. Met you in the Upper Barclay once, Joshua. Nice. When was that? I haven't been in the Upper Barclay at Norwich for years. Would that have been the Fulham game in 2017, 18, I guess? Yeah, that was the last time. I was with my dad, I think. Bless him. Tony on 27 goals, and we sold him for 650k. There you go. Is Lee Bowyer keeping Birmingham up? Well, this will be a good start because Rotherham is maybe a bit of a key to Birmingham staying up, and Rotherham are losing already tonight, 1-0 at home to Watford. Here's Crooks. Nice little ball around the corner from Barlassa. Big break down the left here. Wiles for Rotherham. Tries to take on Firmino. Firmino with the body check. He might get booked for that, but he might not. Luton Town's Twitter says, definitely an entertaining watch this. I don't know how many more times the post has been hit this. Bad miss from Mbuemo. Sounds like Brentford. The Brentford Twitter agrees with Lee. Huge chance from Mbuemo. Jensen squares it 1-on-1, but the winger scoops his effort wide. Goodness me. Answer to Rotherham, Rusty or rest at the moment. Rusty, they started quite well, Gazza. To be fair, Watford have been in the Rotherham penalty box once and they're 1-0 up. 15 gone in this one. And a free kick about to be swung in for Rotherham. The arm goes up. And the free kick goes into the centre. It's nodded wide. And it stays 0-0 in this one. A big start. Theo, Stoke fan here, watching the match. Nice. And Buemo missing the open goal as well. I want to say an evening. No, I wasn't there for that, Joshua. Maybe it was a different stand you saw me in. We'll talk about... I've done a video on Karanka. We'll talk about Bowyer. Do you know what? Probably do it tomorrow morning early and get that out. Cleared down the line. Ladapo tries to spin his man. He's won a foul, actually. Nicely done by Ladapo. It's a free kick to Rotherham. I think I'm going to stick this in the box. Free kick, quite close to halfway line, but it's going in there. We're seeing some footage from the Stoke game on the Gillette show. Good save. Ooh, big chance there in that Stoke game, and they don't take it. The rebound, I don't know, middle of the goal, 10 yards out, I think. Sierralta hoiks it clear for Watford. But Rotherham have managed to get it all the way home. Any tips for Cheltenham? I can't help you there, Iain Takana. I know nothing about horse racing. Although I went to Newmarket once, many years. Really fun. Great day out. Loved it, but I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So please don't take any tips from me. Dean Holden still has on his Instagram bio, head coach of Bristol City. Nice. Iain, a super chat. Penalty to Bristol Rovers against Charlton. That's Johnny Jackson in temporary charge. What can I drink? Well, down here. Woof. We'll drink to that, Iain. Thank you, sir. Very, very kind supporting via super chat. There, Joey Barton's Bristol Rovers have a penalty against Charlton. We may or may not expect the net to bulge soon. Gillingham 2 up at Lincoln. Are they, Annie? Ooh, that's pricked my attention. Bowyer seems to thrive trying to put out fires. Well, yes, he does. Did a great job at Charlton, didn't he, getting them up under those circumstances. Oxford 1 up against Donny. Yeah, go on, Liam. Speak to the Pepsi marketing people. Get them involved here. I learned something about horse races. Horses are much farther than me. Tremendous. And yes, Rotherham have... it's not Rotherham. Bristol Rovers have taken the lead against Charlton. I'm now seeing the Oxford goal. I think I'm a bit behind you on the coverage there. Spin and hit into the net there. Oxford lead against Doncaster. And I hate to say this, results are going Ipswich's way in that top 6. I hate to say it. God, just say Gillingham are 2 up and they've only played 20 minutes there. Goodness me. They were behind at the weekend, though, as well, weren't they? We have a goal for Middlesbrough. We are switching games, everybody. Off we go to Middlesbrough. They have taken the lead against Preston. We should be there in time to see Borough taking the lead against Preston. I follow is hopefully going to kick in and wake up. It was Matty Taylor who scored for Oxford. Saw him score at Portman Road, one of the last attended football matches I went to. Crossed into the back post for Borough. I think it's Balassi and Cabano. Comes to a standstill, whips it in left-footed. Oh, my God. What a horrible own goal. Absolutely horrendous own goal for Preston into his own net. So I think it was Balassi with the cross. He kind of stands on the ball, delays and delays before he tries to cross it in, kind of on the corner of the box, swings the cross in with the left foot. It's Jordan Story, who is literally on his own. There's nowhere near him. If he leaves the ball, nothing happens, and he completely slices it. Keeper's got no chance. Oh my God! There's no player within. You could draw a 4-meter circle around him. There's nobody there. Poor old Story. Keeper's not expecting that, and it just flies in the corner. Dreadful own goal by Jordan Story there. Goodness me. 1-0 to Borough in that one. Let me update the ticker. So, as it stands, it is Cardiff 0, Stoke 0, Derby 0, Brentford 1, and Buemo down in the box. Penalty, Tony scores. Luton 0, Coventry 0. Preston have equalised. So I'm about to see another goal. Oh no, it's been disallowed, but Luton have scored. The Tuesday night super stream is not disappointing tonight. Hopefully I can get to Luton in time. I've just flipped over on the red button. Luton have taken the lead against Coventry. And it's going to be a counter-attack because Coventry are on the ball here. They're pinging it about at the back, Cov. I think Hyam's got it. Preston had a goal disallowed. He comes forward. This ball's got to get turned over, and Luton have got to get on their bikes here because they're about to score in this one. So Luton win it back. Naismith's got it in the left back area. He clips it forward, headed away. They've won it now on the left-hand side. Derby 0, Brentford 2 as well. Crossed in from the left and on the volley and into the back of the net. Right-footed, I think. Is it Glenn Reeve scored that? I can't quite see who's got the goal for Luton, but we're going to move on quickly because the goals are absolutely flying in. We are off to Derby because Brentford are 2-0 up. Brentford are having a lovely old week at the moment here. They're 2 up in this one. Remember, they won away at Blackburn on Friday, and just goals flying in left and right here. I'm all pixelated here, so we're struggling. It's driven in. I think Matthias Jensen is playing some air guitar, is he, or is it Kanyos? It's Kanyos. When the picture on, so he comes in from the left-hand side. That was the best I could do with the beautiful iFollow picture that I'm receiving here through my Sky box. He attacks down the left-hand side, drives inside, and I think he hits it right-footed. And gets it on the near post. Right, I'll get an unpixelated view up on the iPad now. Comes inside, Burns, good finish, typical Canos goal. And Brentford are away here. Who scored for Luton? Haven't managed to figure this out yet, have I? The Luton goal scorer is James Bree. How can I not be able to identify James Bree? He was on loan at Ipswich, for goodness sakes. There we go. James Bree, the right back, getting up into the box. I don't believe this. Rotherham 0, Watford 2. The pressure is well on Swansea now for their 7:45 kickoff. We now have both Brentford and Watford 2 goals up. This is an action-packed evening here on the Tuesday night Super Stream. The goals are flowing, let's just say, and the points are flowing for our teams chasing for the top two. I think they're going to score from a corner here, Watford. Ken Sema is going to take the corner, left-footed. In it goes. It's flicked up in the air on the near post. Crooks tries to get it clear. Zinkernagel takes it off him. He steps inside his man, drifts the cross in, saved in the first instance, and rammed home by Sema, I think. Again, my iFollow picture is really, really not helping here. But Zinkernagel, great work. He's had a big hand in both goals so far for Watford. I think Sema was the goal scorer in the end. The iFollow coverage is, looks a bit like Minecraft for a lot of the time. But what we do know is that it is 2-0 to Watford. Probably going to get a better look here with Jeff and Chris Kamara. I'll have another look up here. But it's Rotherham 0, Watford 2. And a flying start from both Brentford and Watford tonight. Right, so the corner goes in, headed up in the air. Wood heads it clear. Here's the big mistake, because Crooks is really poor, actually. He tries to take on Zinkernagel when he could just knock that one clear. Zinkernagel steps inside him. It's a good save, actually, by Blackman. And put him with the left foot. Was it Ismail Assar rather than Sema? It was Sarr with the left foot. Interesting. How many goals has Sarr scored with his left foot so far this season? Not many. Deary me. Sarr, thank you. Right. Are we all caught up down the bottom there? I think we are. Should we go to the live league table? Because it's all going on tonight in the Tuesday night Super Stream. So there's your live league table. And now Watford and Brentford both have 2-goal leads, barely a quarter of the way into tonight's events. So they're both looking good for wins, is what we're saying. And Swansea yet to kick off. So Norwich way out in front on 79. Watford look fairly safe moving to 72 as things stand, 2-0 up. So Brentford to move to 69. Swansea have to go to Bournemouth, who are trying to make inroads into Barnsley's 5-point gap that they've opened up. They'll be defending that in a game against Wycombe tomorrow night. So Borough are leading. They're going up to 56. Cardiff and Stoke are 0-0. Luton are leading. It'll be 47 points for them. We're looking at pretty much Luton are already safe, which is fantastic for them. 45 to survive. Might be a bit higher this season, but, well, if Rotherham go on and lose, things get a little bit easier for everybody down there. And then, I suppose if you're a Birmingham fan, you'd be pleased. Derby are losing, and Coventry are losing, and Rotherham are losing. So all of those teams playing in the bottom 6 are losing as things stand. Nice. Jack, we'll do something on Lee Bowyer tomorrow morning. That was badly timed, I'm afraid. Rotherham are 2-0 down, my friend. Fletcher has gone off injured, has he, Chris? Interesting. So are you telling me Stoke have, like most of the season, got nothing up front? They've missed Tyrese Campbell so badly, haven't they? Difference between Bielik and Bird is incredible. Yeah. I mean, regardless of bringing Bird into it, Bielik is a big loss, isn't he? A great finish by Sarr. Says 5 bellies. I've yet to see it. I'm going to disrespect Minecraft again just to wind Brad up. There you go, Minecraft this. I've yet to see it non-pixelated, the Sarr goal. So much so, I thought it was Ken Sema. All I could see was a blocky player in a Watford shirt finishing with his left foot. So Here's Hughes for Watford. Played out to Firmino. Sema crosses in and headed out for a set play, and Rotherham look a little bit punch drunk in this one. If Watford could just sort out their dodgy away form, that's exactly what they're doing. Oh no, Norgard injured, says Hal. What's happened? He's only just got back. That is not good news. Peterborough 1, Pompey 0, says Anir in League 1. Watford going up, says Charlie, as things stand. One cannot argue with that sentiment because they're second. Stop the clocks and they're up. But plenty to go in the league, including games for Watford against Brentford and Swansea in the last 2 games. It's going to be a sensational finish. Good start for Bowyer. Yes, John. He's only been there, well, we assume he's been there a day and a half, but he's only been announced an hour or so. And like I said, Coventry are losing, Derby are losing, and Rotherham are losing down the bottom there. Godos coming on for Brentford. Hal, keep us posted on that. That doesn't sound great. Norgard was really good as well in the previous game at Blackburn. That could be a key story if it develops in a worst case scenario type thing. He's carrying on. Good for him. Must have just been a knock. Sounds good. Fingers crossed. Charlton 0, Bristol Rovers 2. Baptism of fire there for Johnny Jackson. Joey Barton's doing quite well at Bristol Rovers, isn't he? What position does Bacuna play for Cardiff? Apparently, if your name is Bacuna, you can play in about 8 different positions. So they should really both be central midfielders, those Bacuna brothers, but they just play everywhere, don't they? Ironic, Bowyer going to Birmingham, their very late equaliser against Charlton. He sent Charlton down. Yeah, context is king. Obviously, you could argue Charlton did have another 45 games and 89 minutes, but of course, I take your point. When it gets that late in the season, you can look at it in that prism of one event, at this point, sends people up, down, whichever way. Here is Zinkernagel to Chalobah. Messina. Sierralta. Watford just playing keep ball at the back here. No goals for the last 5-10 minutes. We had a right old splurge there, didn't we? So it's Cardiff 0, Stoke 0, Derby 0, Brentford 2. Tony and Canos, the goal scorers there. Luton 1, Coventry 0. Bree scoring for Luton. Oh, huge chance for Watford to go 3-0 up there. Ismail Assar, pretty much 1v1. Lifts it over the keeper and it just drifts wide of the post. Borough 1, Preston 0. Horrible own goal by Jordan Story in that one. Rotherham 0, Watford 2, Sierralta and Sarr. Bournemouth 0, Swansea 0. Obviously, because they haven't kicked off yet, Ben. Duh. That kicks off in 10 minutes' time. That is our 7:45. And in League One, my lot Ipswich are 0-0 as far as I've heard. We will, I'll double check on that. Ipswich at Fleetwood tonight. They're 0-0 because that one kicks off at 7:45 as well. Tremendous stuff. What a dopey minute I've just had. I've even put 7 p.m. on my ticker there. 4. I deserve to go in the fake news sin bin. Red card for Alan Brown. We're off to Middlesbrough versus Preston, where Brown has been red carded. I've just seen, well, I can see a bit of a melee. I can see Brown walking off and Alex Neil rejigging his strategy. I'm guessing straight red. Alan Brown, let me just read this tweet from Preston. What does that say? Alan Brown is showing a straight red after appearing to be caught twice by Morsey. Obviously, bias also exists in club choices. Right, let's have a good look at this. Camera doesn't even get that. Oh, it's referee Langford. Of course. Sorry, any Preston fans watching, but I'm pretty sure. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, he seems to lay one on him, doesn't he? Morsey does have a bit of an S-Housery reputation, doesn't he? I think there was a little bit of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but Brown was the one that got caught. And he's been red carded. Woof. Not a good day for Preston, this. Borough, strong favourites in that one. Let's have a look. Scroll up a little bit. Thank you, guys, here. Feels like there's no fight in the Derby team. Does feel a little bit like that at the moment, doesn't it? Preston red card. You were there ahead of me, Josh and Anir. Charlton have got one back, apparently. All go. Yeah. Andrew Shinney. I didn't realise he'd even left Luton. Deary me. Swans to win 1-0 with a dodge penalty. There you go. So Brown confirmation with that one. And yes, JR, I have figured out that Ipswich haven't kicked off yet. Deary me. Preston certainly on the beach. Are they going to be the first ones on there, Robin? We've already been talking about Nigel Pearson sticking out the deck chairs at Bristol City. Tony Mowbray's got the sun cream. Alex Neil's just having a dip in the pool. And then we're off to the beach. Was it a red, in my opinion? Honestly, can I plead the fifth and see? I'll see another replay. Remember what the law says, that striking an opponent, regardless of force, is a red card. So if he gets caught striking him, then it's a red. But if he was provoked into doing so, then perhaps retrospective will have a look at Morsey. But I'll take another replay on that one. Have your thoughts in the chat. It's Rotherham 0, Watford 3. As I race over to the coverage. God, is it going to be another set play? Seems like I've done this 3 times in this half now. I've been alerted about a goal, gone over to the coverage. Right, don't go pixelated this time, I follow. In comes the corner, edge of the box. Sema, oh, lovely goal. Touch, full on the volley then from Ken Sema. And it was, I hope it was Sema and not Sarr. I've been getting those two confused for the last goal. It is 3-0 to Watford. Maybe it was Sarr. No, it was Ken. There we go. Thank you to Watford Twitter. Struggling with I follow tonight. 3-0. 3-0 to Watford, who are coasting on in. And we must take into account goal difference at this time of the season. Watford have just bunged +3 on their goal difference in the space of this past half an hour. 39 minutes it's taken Watford to go 3-0 up. And let's have a look at the live league table. And certainly, remember, we were talking about this earlier. Swansea was 45-25 on the goal difference. Watford was 48-25. There's now 6 in it. Oh, penalty to Luton and a red card, says Twitter. Let's go off to Luton. where it's all going off. We're going to have a red card and a penalty in this one. There's a big appeal. It's going to be a handball, which is, by definition, he stood on the goal line. The denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. I think it's McFadzean, and he's been red carded. We won't get a replay because it's I follow, for goodness sake. But it's a penalty and a red card at Luton. And it's all go tonight. We've got 2-0, 3-0. We've got red cards and goals in 2 games. And Panzu's got the ball. He's just passed it to Adebayo, I think. So I'm guessing he's going to take the pen as McFadzean trots off. And spoiler alert, the penalty has been converted. So looks like Adebayo who's been an excellent signing, hasn't he, from Walsall. The big number 29. We know he's going to score, but I'll watch it anyway. Although my Gillette feed might actually, I'll get a better look at the handball here. You just kind of try and block it with his elbow or something. Obviously, he stood on the goal line. Yeah, nice pen. Keeper doesn't even bother diving there. Adebayo with his right foot. Little jinky run up. In it goes. Right, let me update the ticker. Stefan, thank you for the super chat. There, a drink to you, sir. Everything breaking perfectly for Huddersfield today and Birmingham as well, yeah. Let's see if they can finish off Sheffield Wednesday and really put relegation tomorrow. Thank you, Stefan, for the super chat. Thank you very, very much, sir. Let's just update the ticker there. So Luton are 2-0 up and playing against 10. Woof. Oxford have gone 2-0 up as well. Matty Taylor has got his second there. Oxford 2, Doncaster 0 in League One. Let's just go live league table again because I've been concentrating so much on the top. We haven't looked at the other teams who are leading. So Luton going on to 47 points, which is tremendous. What was Luton's total last year? Was it like low 50s? So they're definitely looking like they're going to get past that with 10 to play for them after today. They were a game back from a lot of the teams who had already got up to 36. And yeah, look down the bottom there to Stefan's point, and the Birmingham fans are quite pleased about tonight as well. Everybody's losing down the bottom. Preston are losing, Derby are losing, Coventry are losing, Rotherham are losing. The top half is winning, and the top 8 are winning, and the bottom half are losing, apart from Luton, who are 13th. You know what I mean. Harry. Right, let's look at some more comments. Charlton have got it back to 2-2, have they? Unbelievable. What else have we got? We kicked off at Bournemouth. We're going to go to that game fully. Who was that? Eli at half-time. Oh, Chris, you brave old soul. Chris is doing Stoke and Cardiff, which is, yes, rudimentary. Ipswich have kicked off at Fleetwood. Much to my surprise, I thought they kicked off at 7, and I was wondering what was going on in the game. Absolutely nothing. Not pretty. Michael O'Neill versus Mick, absolutely. No rising tide. Doesn't look like it now, Liam, does it? There was a point when, maybe 8-10 weeks ago where we thought there would be, and everyone was around a point per game, like most of the bottom 6 were. But what we have now is a rising tide at the top, which often means that we get whipping boys, and they're getting the points off the teams at the bottom go. So we can't have both unless we have a load of teams on the beach. But They're into stoppage time. I've still got the Luton game on here. We'll go to the Bournemouth game in a minute. Bournemouth and Swansea. And the heat is on the Swans, isn't it? Did Taylor get the hat-trick, by the way? We're just seeing the Oxford goal. Shodipo is going to score it. So Taylor doesn't get the hat-trick, but Oxford are well away. Come on, you Hatters, says James. Wasn't Carl Robinson quite heavily linked with the Birmingham job, or was that just a red herring? Clip forward, looking for Adebayo for Luton. How many goals has Adebayo got now? He's got 3 or 4, hasn't he? It's been not always good to see someone step up from the lower divisions. He's been playing at Walsall. There you go, Chris. Watch some ex-Premier League players there. Well, there should be a few in Cardiff Stoke, shouldn't they? But like you say, the managers play a certain brand of football, don't they? You are watching the Tuesday night Super Stream. Thank you very much for joining me. Plenty going on tonight. And as I said, the heat is on Swansea. That's the story so far. Watford are 3-0 up and Brentford are 2-0 up. Luton also 2 up and playing against 10 against Coventry. Borough 1-0 up and playing against 10 against Preston. Cardiff 0, Stoke 0, and it's Bournemouth 0, Swansea 0. They have now kicked off. So I am going to head for that game. And we are going to take a look at Bournemouth versus Swansea, who are 3 minutes in. Jamal Lowe crosses in, headed and then hooked clear. Dom Solanke is chasing it. Solanke in a foot race with Bennett. Gives Woodman a pretty tricky back pass, who controls well and actually plays a decent ball to Connor Roberts down the right-hand side. Let's just bung these teams up on the screen, as much for my benefit as for yours. And there they are. Bournemouth, Begovic in goal, Stacey and Rico, the fullbacks, Cook and Carter Vickers, the centre-backs, Wilshere and Lerma central. I mean, they've got it as a 4-4-1-1, but I'm sure it will be a 4-3-3. Billing central as well. You assume Stanislas and Danjuma will be a bit higher than they've got them on the screen. They're supporting Dom Solanke. For Swansea, well, that looks fairly similar. Is that the same team? No, Jamal Lowe didn't start against Luton, did he? Woodman in goal, Norton, Bennett, Latipodio, Manning, Roberts, Smith, Grimes, stick Hurahan in midfield. He's not playing up front, for goodness sake. And Ayew and Lowe up top. Big game, this one. And the pressure on Swansea as Danjuma runs at Connor Hurahan and wins a corner for the Cherries. 4:59 gone in this one. 0-0. We'll stay with this game throughout half-time, and then we'll flip about in search for goals. Stanislas is going to take the corner. They tried a clever one. Nearly worked. Stanislas played it in low, sort of along the touchline. Solanke backheeled it. Billing had the shot left-footed. And it was blocked. Jack Wilshere has gone down. A bit too casual there. As the ball got cleared. Jamal Lowe fancies winning that one off him. Oh, goes right through the back of him, doesn't he? Wilshere holds his head. I don't know whether that was injured pride or what. Just seeing the corner again. Quite cleverly worked. Good block, actually, by Hurahan. He threw himself at that one. 6 gone. Bournemouth 0, Swansea 0. Manager Alex Neil is sent off after the half-time whistle. So it sounds like referee Langford is having a lovely old time tonight. Apologies, Preston fans, but we've marvelled this season at the wonder that is referee Langford, who appears to have sent off Alan Brown, who's the Preston captain, isn't he? And Alex Neil, the Preston manager. So I can tell tomorrow and maybe later today, we can get lots more questions about referee Langford, but what you going to do? Most yellow cards produced by any referee in the Championship this season. Referee Langford, take a bow. Take a bow, son. I think the Gillette show has gone to Riverside, so maybe we're going to see some footage. I'm sure it will just be some footage of Alex Neil calling referee Langford a load of names and then getting red carded. But sounds like he's not a happy bunny. Alex Neil. Thank you. Liam, great Championship content as ever. Very, very kind, Liam. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Is there a stream tomorrow night? Now, let's do it. Let's do it. Live from your bar. Liam's watching MK. They're 1-0 up against Plymouth. Cameron Jerome scoring. Brian's a happy bunny. Yeah, Luton are winning tonight, aren't they, Brian? 2-0 up at half-time and playing 10 men. You think that's only going one way? Amazing, says Nick, we scored 2 goals. Luton don't need to score 2 goals, do they? Always win with 1. Is there a Simbin sponsor? Who was it? Someone's already super chatted. I can't remember who it was as well, so big apologies to them. Was it Stefan? Someone will tell me. Thought I was going to say most cards produced by a referee in the world this season. No, just the Championship, though. You can't keep Bonnie down. No, you can't, Chris. You absolutely can't. Here comes Lerma. Lerma plays it to Danjuma. Danjuma crosses left foot. Oh, what a strike by Billing. Brilliant goal by Bournemouth. It's Danjuma, clips it in left-footed and full on the volley. Phil Billing. That's a brilliant goal. He's virtually horizontal when he volleys this. Lerma played it out to Danjuma. He's stood up by Roberts. What a strike by Billing. Just leans back, middle of the goal. Oh, that's beautiful. Woodman does get a hand to it. He's just caught by surprise by the speed of the strike. And it's a great goal by Billing. Look at that technique. He's got long old legs as well, Billing, so he had to sort himself out for that one. And we said the heat was on Swansea. They're losing. Phil Billing. Bournemouth 1, Swansea 0. As the Super Stream takes another twist and another turn. Honestly, oh, for goodness sake. Sorry, leave my bias at the door. Fleetwood 1, Ipswich 0. After 9 minutes, Ipswich are losing with some other results going their way. Anyway, less said about that, the better. Bournemouth 1, Swansea 0. Let's have a look now at the top of the table. So, at half-time, Watford are 3-0 up, Brentford are 2-0 up. And it's going to be all changed at the top there. You're going to have Brentford and Swansea swapping places if things stay the same as Dom Solanke spins in the box there and it is deflected over the top. Bournemouth as well, closing up to within 2 points of Barnsley and Reading. Just going to see the Billing goal once more from side on. He does drift in there unmarked. Lots of arms going up there. Oh, God, Callum Connolly scored for Fleetwood as well. He used to play for Ipswich on loan. Typical is what I say. I remember when we did that FA Cup game of Bournemouth, Billing set up a goal with his back, didn't he? Or set up a penalty or something or other, didn't he? He's definitely got a little bit of flamboyance in his locker. Jeff Lerma is having a lovely old time with Corey Smith from the corner. Here's Wilshere. Stanislas tries the surprise shot, but the only thing he was surprising was the bedding company, it looked like, of the advertising hoardings, way, way above the goal, because that went way, way over. Right. Let's have a look here. Swansea nerves kicking in. Well, I think you have to give credit to the goal rather than put it down to any sense of Swansea nerves. That was tremendous, even by Ben standards. It was tremendous goal. Perhaps I do overuse that word. Right, let's have a look at Callum Connolly's goal for Fleetwood. It's going to fill me with joy, this. Oh, my God. It's going to be a long throw as well, of course. Long throw from the right. Flicked on and straight into the back of the net. And Callum Connolly, tough little scouser, heads that one in for Fleetwood, who beat Ipswich last time they played them as well. Who's marking him, though? Acres of space. I would suggest you address that question to probably the Swansea midfield rather than the Swansea defence, although they do play three at the back. But yes, he found himself free in the middle. Brilliant goal by Billing. You have to see the goal at Bournemouth. Oh, yes, I did. Nervous now. Massive game, yeah. Massive game for both teams, Reading and Birmingham tomorrow. And Bournemouth potentially going to within 2 points of both Barnsley and Reading tonight. Come on, Bournemouth, says Nick, with his bees hat on. There you go. Perhaps it's nerves at Swansea, but it's also a difficult fixture. There you go. Agree with that. Swansea have Cardiff Saturday. Oof. Oof, indeed. Feel if Reading lose, that's playoffs gone. I wouldn't be going that early, Charlie. Feels terrible cheering on Bournemouth as a Hornets fan. There you go. Come on, you Orns. Billings set up a goal with his backside when Carter Vickers scored with his backside. Yeah, there we go. We'll leave that. Woodgate's multiple changes are working so far, but how can the best defence in the league allow Billing that much space? This is a point that's been made a few times in the chat. Remember, when we're talking about the space, though, that he's got, guys, if he chests the ball down and goes for the shot, he's got less space. He'll be closed down. The space is exaggerated and perfectly played by the brilliant finish as well. You have to consider that as well. Let's have a look. What else have you got here? Watching Man City playing. Is that Champions League? No idea. Lincoln imploding, says Iain. Yeah. Sky have got the as it stands table up. They're obviously 5 minutes behind us here, aren't they? On the super stream. Here's Ayew down the right, running up against Rico. Smith sorts his feet out, plays it to Roberts, the wing-back. Roberts, low cross in, cleared away. Solanke, nice little header off into the space for Stanislas, who had a bad touch, but he keeps it in. Stanislas to Danjuma, who set up that goal. As I always say, not all assists are equal. It was a brilliant finish. It was a good cross, but what a finish, hey? Rico into Steve Cook. So half-time in the 7 p.m. games. Let me know as and when those 7 p.m.s kick off. Now, that's badly lost by Stacey. Here comes Swansea. Good-looking position. Low. Manning crosses in, cross deflected. Begovic tips it around the post. That was a good opening for Swansea there. Stacey got caught out down the right. And I think they were 3-on-4. It's really good by Carter Vickers, actually. Throws himself in there and closes that down. And the last shot you see is Ayew standing in the middle of the goal waiting for the tap-in. So good defending by Carter Vickers. And by Begovic just catching that on the near post. Corner for Swansea. Uh, 16:27 gone. Corner goes short to Manning. Manning crosses to the back post looking for Latabodier. That's going to go all the way out. CCV, the GOAT. Was a good closing down that, wasn't he? Oh, right. What else are you saying in the chat? This halftime beer is going down very well, says David, the Watford fan. Well, it's nice to be 3-0 up at halftime, isn't it, Dave? Connor Roberts will be playing in the... Connor Roberts had an excellent season, hasn't he? And you know when a player fits a manager really well, just works the three centre-backs, and Roberts been able to get forward. He's been excellent this season. Connor Roberts. As it stands, Watford have the best defence. Have they overtaken Swansea? Let me check my numbers. 26 to 25. Yes. I mean, what we must do, though, is we must draw the distinction between best defence and fewest goals conceded. Obviously, I'm being a massive pedant about this, but they're not the same thing, are they? But fewest goals conceded now for Watford is a fair shout for the best defence, isn't it? Here is Dan Juma. Carter Vickers goes 50-50 with Ayew. And we've already established Carter Vickers, a big, strong boy, and he can't knock him off the ball there. Howdy, Ben. I called it the other day. Release the Kraken. You and many other Blues fans, Dallas. It's the Pepsi break, sponsored by Pepsi, the Pepsi halftime show. That's the Super Bowl, isn't it? Richard says, Hatter's safe. Yep. Yeah, 47 points now. Rotherham losing. Coventry losing. Derby losing. That tide ain't rising, Richard. And over the last 10 seasons, the average for survival has been 45. Yes, I do know it was higher than that last season, but that's how averages work. Best defence should be quantified by career prospects. He's tried to work that in for Reading. No, I just argue, Tom. So you could have two games here, right? You could have a team that has loads of possession and keeps a clean sheet, but their defenders don't have to do any defending. Or you could have a team that's backs to the wall, head it, kick it, and concede a 35-yarder. But we call him the team that doesn't concede any goals the best defence. You know what I mean? I think there's more context. But of course, the obviously goals conceded is a very good predictor of who's got the best defence. I do understand that. I'm being a little bit pedantic, but you know what I'm saying, don't you? Danjuma into the box, moving quickly. Oh, great play by Danjuma there. He goes towards the byline with the left, and before Bennett can set himself, crosses with the outside of his right foot. He's a good player, Danjuma. Good acceleration there. Classy play. That's really good cross as well. And Latabodier heads it out on the near post corner to Bournemouth, who are a goal up. Here comes Stanislas. Corner goes into the near post. Carter Vickers can't do too much with that. And it looks like second halves are kicking off as we go. The only thing certain in life is whenever we're having a conversation, there'll always be a Norwich fan tries to put Norwich at the top of every list we come up with. No, Watford have conceded less goals than Norwich, but yes, they are level with Swansea. But can we have a night off Norwich, please? Everything we discuss, there'll always be a Norwich fan trying to, but Pookie scored 30 in all competitions. But Tim Krul's really good. We talk about Norwich tomorrow. They're back tomorrow, aren't they? And miles ahead of everybody else. Burton winning again. Oh, interesting. Goal back for Derby. Derby 1, Brentford 2. Let's flip across on the match choice. As Swansea is still attacking here. So Derby have scored 1 back against Brentford. It's Derby 1, Brentford 2. Lee Gregory is the goal scorer. Hopefully we are going to see this. So that's good news if you're a Swansea fan or if you're a Watford fan. Knight has it. It's gone back to Clark. I've caught it in time. I think it was a half-time sub because Derby have just tweeted instant impact. Long ball forward, headed away by Reed. Advantage played. Burn down the right-hand side. Sticks it across the 6-yard box, and it's a tap-in for Lee Gregory. And Derby back in it. Derby 1, Brentford 2. Would be a very good day for Watford. If Derby get another goal, it'd be a perfect day. Well, I suppose everyone losing, but yes, getting a little bit tighter there. I am going to go back to Bournemouth, Swansea. Now, why not? Let's stick with Derby and Brentford for a little bit and wait for the next goal. You know we're going to end up at Bournemouth and Swansea, don't ya? I'm your unbiased Norwich fan. Now we've got plenty. Don't worry, we've got plenty. What did I hear it described as today? A semi-rational football fan, because there is no such thing as a truly rational football fan. In it, we're going to talk about Lee Bowyer tomorrow morning. The news cycle got me again. Janelt for Brentford to Kanyos, given away. Shinnie nearly slipped that through to Gregory. Derby having a go at this. They've got a goal back and they're putting the pressure on the Bees, who, as things stand, it's a very good day for Brentford. They're going to have a 3-point swing on Swansea. So will Watford, as things stand. Although you'd rather be in Watford's shoes, they've got a 3-goal lead. Brentford have a 1-goal lead. McNair denied by Iverson with a point-blank save in the Borough Preston game, says the Borough Twitter. And we're off to Borough. It's 2-0 to Middlesbrough. They are home and host in that one, surely, because they're playing against 10 men, aren't they? Let's have a look. It's Middlesbrough 2, Preston 0. We've got there in time to catch the goal. Head over there on the red button. Marcus Tavernier is going to score it, even though in I Follow universe, it hasn't happened yet. We're ahead of the game. Throwing in the right back area for Borough. They're going to attack quickly here. Launched forward. Headed clear. Here comes McNair blasting through down the right-hand side into the box. And the first effort is smashed off the crossbar. I think 10 is Akpom. And then the follow-up is put in by Tavernier. How good has McNair been for Borough this season? A few you're going to put him in your team of the season? He's been great, hasn't he, McNair? And he's back in midfield now, and he scored at the weekend, and he's driving into the box there and helping out, crossing for that one. I think it was Akpom hit the bar, and then it's headed in by Tavernier. And it's 2-0 to Borough. They're looking good. They're just a little few points off the playoff race. Although the playoff race is hot tonight because Borough and Bournemouth are leading. A Cardiff goal would make the playoff chase really hot. You'd be feeling your ankles if you were a Barnsley or a Reading fan. But we just got a couple of the chasers leading, but it could change. Should we do something really unprofessional now? Look at that. I'm going to do it just this once. I'm going to have one bit of chocolate, okay? And I probably won't be able to talk properly for the next 5 minutes, but there we go. Let's have a look at your comments. Is the Cods v Ipswich match the Benjamin Derby, Bloom v Nappers? Oh, bless you. I'm sure Nappers will be on the ceiling somewhere. Won't he? Excited about that one. Bad teeth for Ben. Thanks, Graham. Cheers, mate. Unless yours are perfect. What else have we got here? I think that's Derby's first goal for 400 minutes. Nice. As a Villa fan, I'm gutted with Bowler appointment. I hope they go back to Zola. Yeah, it didn't work out well. Although nobody's worked out well, really, under Trillian at Birmingham. Monk was the best, I guess, wasn't he? So McNair should also get a move to the Prem. He's done good. One bit of the whole bar. 2. Why not? Yum. Chocolate bad for your teeth. Right. Oh, bad for teeth, Ben. Not bad teeth for Ben. My apologies. Graham Turner. Didn't Graham Turner used to manage Hereford or Wolves or something? Who Graham Turner managed? Here is Tavernier. We'll stay with the Borough game. Make it 3. Done. Shrewsbury. There you go. Oh, was it? Did I get them both right? Nice. Kevin De Bruyne, who's quite good at football. He scored for Manchester City. Preston are making a couple of subs here. McNair definitely started at Manchester United. Could someone Wikipedia him? I don't know how many actual sort of Premier League games he got there. Could just do it myself, couldn't I? Let's do it myself. Come on. Let's do some proper Paddy McNair research here. There he is. Only 25. Can we get any Premier League appearances up there? 5 starts in the Premier League in 16-17. 3 starts in 15-16. So, yeah, he's not played many Premier League games for a while, has our Paddy, but certainly he's got the calibre there, hasn't he? Manchester City are playing Borussia Mönchengladbach. Actually, a really good goal from Kevin De Bruyne. You sound surprised, Jacob. Deary me. Ben, thoughts on that since Farker has been at Norwich, he's been nominated 11 times for Manager of the Month, but only won it 1. At the same time, Warnock has been nominated for 5. We were just saying this dude about Norwich fans. Oh, dear. Do you care? Do you really care? How many times has Warnock been promoted since Farker's been Norwich manager? And how many championship title has Farker won? Oh, dear. Feels like Norwich really need to win a trophy, don't they? One big victory would stop the clamouring for all the small little victories that we get all of the time, or aiming for. Dearie me. I think Daniel Farke's a really good manager, and I'm sure he doesn't care a hoot about winning the Manager of the Month awards. Ooh, crossed in from the right-hand side there. I think Grant Hall got the header and it just flies wide. How long do you think it'll take before a dearly departed team makes it to Europe? I don't know. I think Leeds or Villa will do it. Norwich, Watford, whoever goes up this season, Swansea, Brentford. I better read all the names or someone will get upset. I'm picking up a cat on Sunday. Nice. I sense a chance for some cat merch. Nice. You could have your first feline fan. Do it. Enjoy your cat. Shaylee's allergic to cats. Or certain types of cats. There's some cats that are what's the word? Where you don't get the allergic reaction. I can't think of it. Definitely not biased. But Xisco, manager of the season. No, I don't think that. Even if he gets them up, I don't think that'll happen. I have to say. Will Bowyer pick up the banjo again when he gets the inevitable tin tack? He was the star of Deliverance. Okay. Another Jeffcott blank. What is he doing? He didn't even start against Ipswich, did he, for a Plymouth? Solanke, not far off. Norwich, it's not about you. Oh, but it is. All the time. Oh, let's let I'm the dude have his response. Now I look at like we know we'll win, and it's surprising when Warnock wins. I mean, I couldn't analyse each one. I think what Norwich fans need to understand is that by Championship standards, they are a very dominant club. They've had a lot of promotions. Therefore, expectations for them are they're expected to be at the top. They're always at the top, aren't they, in the Championship? If that's the case, then you need to understand that when teams with lower expectations have a good month, that their managers tend to get the Manager of the Month rather than, teams that may or may not have been in the Premier League and or have lots of promotions and or the lovely old parachute payments, and they may not get the Manager of the Month awards. So I wouldn't worry about it. They're just little trinkets, aren't they, hey? I'm here to restore your faith. I've got plenty of faith. There were lots of lovely Norwich fans on here, but there does seem to be a little bit of a crisis between are we big or are we small? Because there's a certain amount of self-confidence that's then kind of undermined by every stat we bring up. Whataboutery, let's just say, which it doesn't need to do. Doesn't need to do. Yeah, Ben's anti-Norwich accusations incoming, of course. Oh, hypoallergenic. That was the word, Jeff, wasn't it? That was the word. I've believe me, I'm the dude. I've been told about this stat many times. Many times. Oh, a Rotherham penalty. And I assume, because I haven't heard about it, it's been missed. I think, oh no, someone's told me, yeah. Michael Smith and Backman makes the save to his right. Woof. Watford stay 3-0 up. My penalty rant is bang on. What is happening? It's the worst, isn't it? Penalties are the worst. Get rid of penalties. They're the worst. They do my nut now, and people debating them the whole time. Looked like he wasn't going to give that one, actually. We've just seen a replay of it. Let's have a look. God. Oh, David's right. Go and check out the penalty Rotherham have just got. We are literally at the point now where if you touch somebody in the box, you get a penalty. Ekong goes in for the tackle. I mean, his foot makes contact with Smith's, but dearie me. Dearie me. That's why I had my penalty rant, David. That is why. You want me to sing that, Iain? Back, man. I haven't mentioned Norwich in 30 seconds. Norwich aren't playing today, Brad. And yes, Buendia is very, very good. My live feed keeps crashing. Anyone else having trouble? I think that might be your end, Charles. That's partially why VAR isn't a bad thing. I have the same view, James, on VAR about zonal marking. VAR deployed well will be fine, won't it? It's like zonal marking. Good zonal marking is good, and bad zonal marking is bad. Zonal marking itself isn't good or bad. Do you know what I mean? These days, the penalty box is a no-contact area. It's the worst, isn't it? The absolute worst. I'm still on the Middlesbrough game. We'll wait for the next goal. That's all the action down there on the ticker. Steve, Cherry started well. Swans right back in it. Even game. Swansea 1-0 down. Cardiff 0, Stoke 0. Derby 1, Brentford 2. So only one goal in that now. Luton 2, Cove 0. Coventry down to 10. Middlesbrough 2, Preston 0. Preston down to 10. Rotherham 0, Watford 3. Rotherham just missed a pen. And Bournemouth 1, Swansea 0. Fleetwood 1, Ipswich 0. Football will end up like basketball soon. There's probably something in that. There probably is. No contact and no heading, certainly. We're definitely heading towards that, if you'll excuse the pun. Unintentional, my friends. Stanislas off injured for Bournemouth. Riquelme on. Always nice to have that name mentioned. Guys, Norwich aren't even playing. Doesn't matter, Will. Doesn't matter. So the 7 p.m. games are coming up sort of 65 minutes. Should be able to get the times up of everything. See where we're at with this stuff. Yeah, so Cardiff and Stoke 0-0, 64 gone. Derby and Brentford 2-1, Bees 66 gone. Luton, Cov 2-0, Luton 66 gone. Borough and Preston 67 gone. Rotherham and Watford have played 71. 3-0 Watford. Bournemouth Swans have played 41. Of course, they kicked off 45 minutes later. Does no VAR and no crowds encourage penalty chances? Possibly, but we'll only find out when the crowds come back in, whether the number of penalties then decreases. With the head injuries, should players wear a Peter Cech hat would solve all the issues? That might be the halfway house between having it how it is and not necessarily banning headers. Anybody watching the Cardiff game? I think Chris was in the chat. We must have someone watching the Cardiff game. Shirley, bizarre goal at Cheltenham, says Anna. I think I'm about to see it. A long own goal on 66 at the beautifully named Johnny Rocks Stadium. Poor old... Oh, God. Do you know what's stupid about that goal? It's a long throw-in, and it kind of... If the keeper just lets it go in the goal... You can't score from a throw-in, can you? So if he just doesn't touch it, nothing bad occurs there. Right. I'm going to catch it this time. Rotherham have now scored. It is Rotherham 1, Watford 3. Not sure they're back in it, but they've got a goal back. Rotherham 1, Watford 3. And remember, we're watching everything at the moment. So goal difference at the top there as well. We'll keep an eye on all of the issues. So Watford are now only winning by 2. I mean, winning is the important thing until you get to the last game of the season, isn't it? But we're going to see the goal in just a sec. Obviously, the iFollow coverage is behind, and now it's gone into Minecraft mode again. As soon as I say that, Watford have actually gone 4-1 up as well. So we're going to stay with the Rotherham-Watford game. There's going to be 2 goals in very short order. What a goal! It was Freddie Ladapo. Insane strike by Ladapo. That's absolutely brilliant. Comes down the left-hand side, cuts in on his right foot and just larrups it into the top corner. Really, really stunning goal by Fred Ladapo. But I've got a funny feeling Watford are going to score straight from kickoff here to go 4-1 up. Let's stay with this one and see how many seconds it takes Watford to score again. Ekong back to front, flicked on to Sema, edge of the box. Sema, would have been a really good goal. It was Andre Gray who must have come on as a sub. Touch. His shot is parried and the rebound is put into the back of the net. Was it Zinkernagel? Couldn't quite see who was up there. It's 4-1 none the less. And Watford have their 3-goal lead back. And, it's Dan Gosling, it looks like, has come off the bench and stuck that rebound in. And it's 4-1 to Watford. So just for a second there, we thought Rotherham were making it a little bit harder, but they're back up 4-1. Now, the Hornets, just because we haven't been there for a while, let's go live league table. Go to the live league table to use the correct English. So, Watford have their 3 goals their 3-goal cushion, and they have scored 4 goals tonight. And the goal difference is starting to look a lot better in relation to Swansea's. It was just 3 ahead, and it's now going to be, bumped up a fair old amount tonight. Do my maths quickly. 7 ahead. Ooh, but we have got a really big goal because Bournemouth have gone 2-0 up in first half stoppage time. This could be a really bad day for Swansea here. They're 2 down going into half time against Bournemouth. I think Dom Solanke has scored. I'm just waiting for a replay on Sky. So we have a scenario here now of Brentford leading, Watford sort of home and host. Oh, it's an own goal, I think. Oh, dear. So Carter Vickers is with Latibodio. Does someone head it against him? It just kind of hits his chest or something. I haven't seen a conclusive angle there. And it's in the back of the net. That's probably going to go down as an own goal for Latibodio. And it is 2-0. I'm getting another look on the iPad now. I don't think anybody touches it, do they? I'm sure it changed direction close. They're congratulating Solanke. We'll see if we get a better replay. Definitely the last touch was Latibodio. It certainly was, if Solanke did touch it, it wasn't a shot that was going on target. So I think it is going to be an own goal. But it's a big goal, isn't it? Bournemouth 2, Swansea 0. And it looks like Swansea are ending today 4th rather than 2nd or 3rd. So that's as things stand. There's Steve Cooper, penny for his thoughts. Just chatting with Mike Marsh there. Yeah, I'm not sure Solanke touched it. There's a handball shout. I don't know whether that's just trying to get in the ref's head there. You tell me. Bournemouth Twitter tweets, Danjuma's corner is headed in at the near post by Solanke. Not sure it was quite that simple, but there you go. Anyway, there's that live league table. So Watford 72 with a 3-goal cushion. Brentford 69. They are leading 2-1. Swansea are 2-0 down. There could be a marvellous scenario if you're a Watford fan here, where a Derby goal would also take 2 points off Brentford, wouldn't it? And knock them down to 67. And then Watford would be really in the box seat, despite, of course, both of those two chasing teams having a game in hand. And if this ends like this, we have a situation also where if both the games in hand are won by Brentford and Swansea, everybody's on the same amount of points. Incredible. Should we go to some comments? It's half time. Bournemouth 2, Swansea 0. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Ladapo scores the hard chances, but scores the hard ones, but misses the easy ones. Perhaps indeed. What else have we got here? The Swansea collapse is on its way. Give him a chance. But yeah, struggling tonight. Swansea. Chickens coming home to roost. Who knows? We'll find out, won't we? Really poor defending on that one. Hits him before he knew anything about it, didn't he? Jam in. Lee says Brentford make much needed changes. Do you know what? Let's go to the Brentford Derby game and we'll make that our game we're going to watch now. If the red button is actually going to bother working for me. Oh dear, I did the thing there where it worked, but I pressed on it about 5 times and then it reset itself. Come on, red button. Loading. There we go. It's clearly not loading, is it? There, right, okay. So we'll watch the end of the Derby-Brentford game because that's kind of got the most riding on it now. Key game given here. Derby 1, Brentford 2. The iFollow is at 74.57, so it's often about 90 seconds behind. We've actually played all right, but 2 mistakes in defence. You've got to give credit to Billing for the finish on the first goal as well. Outstanding. Bournemouth 2-0 deserved, but can they string 2 good halves together? We'll find out. We'll definitely be finishing that game here, won't we? Maybe could help Swans in the playoff if they conserve energy, focus more on the teams. Well, they'll still think they can get second, especially with the game in hand. Bet Sheffield United have already been on the phone to Steve Cooper. That does seem a bit of a fit, especially with the system Chris Wilder's played for a while, doesn't it? We will see. Lee says, Reading having a splutter. Are they? I think Reading got 10 points in 4, haven't they? Doesn't sound like a splutter to me. Swansea, I hope, hit a splutter. Well, looks like there's going to be one tonight. Brentford cannot beat us. Barnsley favourites. The only issue I've got with that idea is this, looking at the way the teams at the top are winning. Remember, Watford have won 7 in 8. I know Barnsley have won 8 in 9, but there's a hell of a tear going on, a number of points ahead of Barnsley up there. We've all loved Barnsley's chase here, but yeah, let's have them stick in there for a few weeks before we get ahead of ourselves, I think, on that. But you'd be looking at, what was the season where Reading went, excuse me, I'm going to have some more chocolate. What was the season where Reading went mental at the end of it under Brian McDermott and won like 15 out of 17 games or something? 2011-12, I think, when they got past Southampton. It would take something like that from Barnsley, sort of 15 wins in 17, which would be incredible. My comments are not reality, just biased opinion. That's tremendous. Corner for Brentford. And Waymo sticks it in. Cleared by Derby. Sorry, I'm eating chocolate tonight. Terrible. I'm just trying not to chew into the microphone, yeah? I'm being good with the booze this week, David. It's been at least 2 days since I've drunk some. Shocking. Here's Tony chasing in behind with Wisdom. Wisdom's going to get there first. Here comes Sibley for Derby down the right. Clear foul there. That was amazing S-housery by Godos there. Shoves Sibley over and then immediately goes like that. It's like, no. Doesn't work like that, does it? There are our scores along the bottom. Ben, you are absolutely right about Manager of the Month being based on expectation. In 20 years, Alex Ferguson only won Premier League Manager of the Month 27 times, which isn't many, because, of course, there you go. So 10 to go for Brentford. Can they hold on? Leading 2-1. Remember, Watford are 4-1 up. They're home and host. Swansea are 2-0 down. No, not on Blue Monday tonight, Anna. What is that, Jack? What chocolate is that? It's a dairy milk caramel bar from Budgeons. Tremendous stuff. We are into the last 10 minutes now. David says, Sanchez, Success, Gosling and Ngaki are off the bench. Is Deeney fit again? Yeah, David. So half time for Swansea. All the 7 p.m. kickoffs are about 10 minutes to go. And Buemo has got it in the right corner. Knocks it back to Norgard, who we were worried about an injury in the first half. A rant to rival your penalty rant. How one of those chocolate bars is supposed to be more than one serving. It's the calorie numbers, isn't it? But yes, I could generally get that done on a tube of Pringles before the movie even starts, to be honest. We're seeing some footage from Cardiff. Kiefer Moore is clean through. Oh, he just has a heavy touch. Good goalkeeping, actually, by Davies, but oof. Moore, missed chance. Will I miss Thornton's? I don't think I will. Gimcrack, 06 pence. Shaylee used to work in Thornton's when she was younger. Nice. First time since 1819, Watford have scored 4 away. God, can you imagine Delafeo in the Championship? That'd be a proper cheat code, wouldn't it? Deeney not back yet. Don't know where he's going to fit in. Yeah, of course. Here's Tony. Tony slips that onto Godos. Good defending by Mengi. And booted clear. 83 coming up on the clock at Derby. Well, from what I'm seeing on the iFollow feed, probably about 90 seconds behind. Pompey's season looks to be falling apart. It does, doesn't it? And they're without manager as well. And guess who they're playing at the weekend? Wisdom punts a free kick forward. Good header on that. And another one. Hoofed up in the air. Sibley tries to bring it down. Brentford on the back foot. Shot through. Raya makes the save. Catches it. You're telling me? No way. Charlton were 2-0 down against Bristol Rovers. They've just gone 3-2 up. Unbelievable. Does my nice originate from the Fast Show? I don't know. No, I don't think it does. Oh, I just repeat stuff. Delafeo is class, isn't he? He's at Udinese now. The only thing that can stop promotion for Watford is Deeney coming back into the team. Nice. Not top 20, said in their podcast. Barnsley still have a shot of top 2. But do they? Do they really? So Barnsley have got 61 points. And Watford are moving on to 72 tonight. So Barnsley, they have a shot of the top 2. If they win 8, draw 1, and lose 1 of their last 10 games, they will finish with, let's say 24, 25, 86 points. And that then presumes that Watford would be incapable. But, we might have to check that as we're speaking because Derby have equalised. Wow. It's going to be a goal for Derby here. It's Derby 2, Brentford 2. This could be the perfect day for Watford. Goodness me. We had a race, didn't we? But Watford have just moved into pole position here. So the free kick goes into the box. I'm going to keep my eye on this. It's crossed in by Buchanan. Half cleared. He's got it again down the left. It's back there, and I think that's Tom Lawrence. Derby building it up. I'm sure the ball's going in the box any second. In it goes long. Headed up in the air. That is Pat Roberts. Nice little one inside. Sibley curls it. Oh, it's a great goal as well. Louis Sibley, we expect him to be an absolute star this season. And goodness me, he just curls it into the far corner. Goodness me. This has opened up for Watford tonight. It has really opened up for Watford. We'll have a look at the live league table. If Carlsberg made sets of results, I think the Watford fans might have been choosing these ones, mightn't they? Because look at that. Forget Barnsley getting top two. Watford are going to be out on their own. Still got the game in hand and still the potential of Swansea to do something in the second half. But Brentford have surrendered a 2-goal lead tonight, and it is now 2-2. And Watford are going to be clear in second place going into the weekend. Goodness me. Let's have a look at some comments. Class goal that. Curled that in beautifully, didn't he? Can we stop this now? Right. Let me just do the maths I was just doing. So, assuming Barnsley scored 25 points in the last 10 games and Watford are incapable of scoring any more than 14, look, just let's calm down with the Barnsley thing. It's been great. It's been absolutely fantastic. And they're into the playoffs now. But Watford are setting a really, really nice pace here, aren't they? Nearly at 2 points per game. Watford are projecting to get 90 or close therein after tonight. Sensational. MK Don's pen. Going to be a good night for Liam and MK. $88 gone. And honestly, I'm watching this. Derby are the ones pushing for the winner here, not Brentford. All the game is happening in the Brentford half here. Inexcusable for B to let a 2-goal lead slip. Derby hadn't scored for ages. Had 1 point coming from behind. Byrne throws it down the line to Roberts. Byrne tries to get past his man. There's Roberts again. Nice football by the two of them. Roberts crosses in. And it had already gone out. How many points do I predict needed to save to avoid relegation this season? Well, I'd have to look at Rotherham's next couple of games, but I don't think at the moment, this could change, I don't think it will be more than 45, which is the 10-year average. At the moment, we'd need Rotherham to get to 45 with all of their busy schedule. Credit to Derby, but what happened there? Game of two halves, absolutely. Playing well, Derby, here to end this game. Winston Reid and Lee Gregory are having a lovely old WWE face-off there. They're both very experienced and kind of goading each other. Neither of them went for it. I don't suspect either of them will get booked. Derby scored twice. Oh yes, he did, Rod. How many points needed for automatic promotion? Well, it was looking like a very high number. I reset yesterday. I added 5% on. I was looking at 88. Who asked that? Max. But obviously, as it stands, we've got Brentford dropping points tonight and potentially Swansea dropping points tonight. It's not over yet, but given the freakishly good pace so far, every little dropped point will make a difference to that final total. Long throw in Sørensen are in stoppage time here. Full time. It's going to be a really good day for Watford. Rotherham 1, Watford 4. I didn't see how much stoppage time is getting played in this one. We've already played 92 minutes. Looks like Brentford are going to have to make do with a point. I mean, generally speaking, 4 points from 2 away games you'd take, but they were 2-0 up. And I think Mbeumo had a big chance as well. Borough 2, Preston 0, full time. Borough look like they're a little bit too far off the playoff race. We are awaiting the final whistle here. Cardiff 0, Stoke 0, and Stoke hit the bar in stoppage time there. Oof. Mick, McCarthy and Cardiff, the points per game just slowing down now. Full time at Luton. Luton 2, Coventry 0. Tip your cap to Luton. That is 47 points. Brilliant job. Brilliant job by Nathan Jones this season. I think they've still got 10 to play, haven't they, Luton? We'll look at the table in a second. But 47 for Luton. That's tremendous stuff. We're still going in this one. Tom Lawrence with a long ranger. David Raya gathers that one. And it is full time. Watford fans will rejoice because it looks like they're going to have a very good night unless Swansea can pull off a mega comeback. And we should. We're going to head back to Bournemouth, where they've played 51 and it is 2-0. But let's have a look at the live league table, which is going to make lovely reading for Watford tonight. So Watford have won 4-1. Brentford have drawn, having been 2-0 up. So there's a 5-point gap now between Watford and Brentford. Swansea are currently 2-0 down and looking like they're going to be losing tonight. So, couldn't have gone too much better for Watford, other than Brentford losing, obviously. But given the cracking pace, and I said this in my analysis video we did yesterday, I looked at the marginal gains. Draws could kill you here. They really could. If someone keeps winning, and I think, is that like 8 wins in 9 for Watford now? I'd have to double check. Let me have a look here. Yeah, look at this from Watford now. They are giving a cracking pace there in this race for second place. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sure there's going to be another one on the previous page. There you go. 8 wins in 9 for Watford. So at the moment, draws for Brentford, not going to cut it, are they? It's a race. It's a race at the end of the day, isn't it? So, right. Anyway, let's just get the ticker up again, because I think these are full times now. Cardiff 0, Stoke 0. Derby 2, Brentford 2. Luton 2, Coventry 0. Borough 2, Preston 0. Rotherham 1, Watford 4. And it's Bournemouth 2, Swansea 0. In League 1, Fleetwood 1, Ipswich 0. That was a 7:45, so they've still got another 40 minutes or so. But big night for Watford tonight. Let's have a look at your comments. It's a sprint now, not a marathon. You're right, Annie. It's the sprint part of the home straight, isn't it? And that's a good point as well. Russell, the goal difference, particularly, look, Brentford's goal difference is still really good because they've scored, I think, 61, 63 or something. In fact, let's just put the table up. So, look, yeah, Brentford 64. So Brentford's is plus 26. Watford's is also plus 26. Swansea's is plus 18 at the moment. So it's just been a really good night for Watford, hasn't it? And the swing in the goal difference has gone against Swansea here, hasn't it? It's been you're adding a 5-goal swing essentially in the goal difference tonight as well. Oh, chance for Bournemouth there. Carter Vickers on his own from the free kick. Woodman makes the save. Tipped over the top. They completely lose him, actually, Carter Vickers. He's Ryan Manning, just lost him completely, didn't he? Good save by Woodman. Tipped over the bar. Corner for Bournemouth. In it comes right-footed and headed over the top by Steve Cook. Iain, full-time, 4-1 Watford, outclassed totally, but second-half performance encouraging. Great goal from Ladapo, indeed. Just bring the league table up again. Let's have a look down the bottom. So, I mean, I know it doesn't work entirely like this because Birmingham will play tomorrow, but Rotherham haven't played for the last 3 games. So, some sense, when we're actually looking at points per game, tonight, Rotherham's points per game has dropped below 1 point per game. So that's something for Birmingham. But everybody's lost, haven't they? Or rather, nobody's won. Rotherham lost. Coventry lost. Derby got a draw. So it's nicely set up for Huddersfield, Birmingham. So Birmingham play Reading tomorrow. Huddersfield play Sheffield Wednesday. Really big game down there in the bottom 6. Crossed in from the right. Begovic gathers. Throws it out to Riquelme. Step over from him. Here comes Stacey on the overlap. Riquelme drives inside. Plays it to Danjuma. Inside the box. Stood up by Corey Smith. Back to Billing. Billing smacks it high wide and not very handsome. Well done, Liam. MK Dons 2, Plymouth 1, 2 in a row. Plymouth better in the first half, but faded. Good win for MK there. Nice one, Chris. It's like Ninja Warrior when you have to climb up that final rope at any point you can blow up. I always go with Gladiators, where you're running up that travelator at the end, trying your damnedest to stand up and not embarrass yourself as you get over the line, eh? Borough can still get into playoffs. Yes, indeed, they can. Need a good run of wins, though, wouldn't they? And a Bournemouth win tonight, obviously not very helpful for Borough and their playoff chase. Referee's got the book out here. Curry Smith is down. Diego Rico's in trouble, is he? Bit of a retribution tackle, I think it's safe to say there from Rico. It wasn't even Smith who knocked him down, but he was the one that took the brunt of Smith's retribution there. Rico's retribution. And it's a yellow card dished out by referee Liddington tonight. 58-25 gone. Here comes Mayhew. Good feet by him. Inside on the left foot. Mayhew wants a shot. He tries a really overly clever ball there to Manning in the end. I don't think it got any kind of deflection or anything. Or maybe it did. I think it's going to be a corner. Yeah, taken quickly by Hourihane. Hourihane to Manning. Back to Hourihane. Nicely inside shooting chance here. Grimes just drags that wide with the left foot. Jay, great chance for Blues to get clear tomorrow. Win and Rotherham will need 2 of them games now just to catch up. Absolutely, Jay. Results went for Watford at the top. They went for the teams playing tomorrow night. Ouch. Fleetwood 2, Ipswich 0. Oof. Let's update the ticker, and we shall never speak of this again. Goal kick, Begovic. Watford's next 2 games, Birmingham and Sheffield Wednesday at home. And consider their home record as well. I think Watford have already got 41 points at home, haven't they, this season? So, yes, they will be fancying 4 or 6 points from those 2. John says that wasn't ever a game Rotherham expected anything from. We need Brum to lose or they will be too far ahead. I fear. Whittaker has been penalised. He must have come on at half-time for Swans. Should probably do a reset on this one, shouldn't we? Let me just read you the teams. The goals, by the way, in the first half. Phil Billing with a lovely volley with the left foot. And then just into stoppage time, or rather just before the half-time break, own goal by Latibodio. I'll do the reset in a sec. We just got to see this free kick from Bournemouth. In it comes from Dan Juma, floaty one, headed clear by Bennett. And here comes Swansea on the break. Low chasing. Carter Vickers goes with him. Carter Vickers does well. He's won the ball back. Wilshere then gives it away. Give it away now. Stacey to Dan Juma. Right. There are the teams. Let me just check the subs because I know Swans. It's just Whittaker has come on for Latibodio. Connor Roberts is now fouled Diego Rico, who's having hours of fun in this second half. Let me just keep an eye on this. Referee Liddington is about to have a chat to his linesman. There are your teams. Begovic, Stacey, Carter, Vickers, Cook, Rico, Lerma, Wilshere, Dan Juma, Billing, Stanislas, Solanke. I'm not sure. I'll have to check what shape Swansea are playing now. Given that... 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, I would suggest. But Connor Roberts' elbow does make contact with Diego Rico's face. To be fair, they both had their arms all over each other. And I think No cards going to be given there. Sorry, there's the Swansea team. Woodman, Norton, Bennett, Latibodier, who's been substituted. Manning, Roberts, Smith, Grimes, Hurahan, Lowe, Ayew. So whether they've gone to a back four or not, I'm not sure because Whittaker's on. I'll have a good look in a sec. Ridley, great comeback from Derby. Fully deserved point with second half performance. Brentford didn't get a kick. Game is bad right now. Average ball possession about 5 seconds. Oh, don't say that, Lock. Yes. You know that vexes me. Right, let's have a look at this team shape first of all. So is that a back four? Looks like it. Grimes has got it for Swansea, by the way. Grimes to Hurahan to Manning. In it goes. Rod, you legend. I won't read out the second bit. We'll just call it commiseration money for the Ipswich result, Ben. We should not speak of it. Rod, that's a lovely, kind super chat. $20 from Rod. Very kind, my friend. Oh, good long-range effort there from Morgan Whittaker and tipped around the post from Begovic there. It's a good strike, this. Yeah, that's going in the corner, isn't it? Good save, Begovic. Actually, we'll get a really good look there. Oh, that's a great strike, actually. Really good save by Begovic. Thanks, Rod. Very, very kind. Legend. Corner goes in and caught by Begovic. 64-37 on the clock. Don Ram could have had 5 or 6 tonight. Yeah, against the 10. But superb Luton, 47 points on the board with, I think they got 10 to go, Luton, as well, haven't they? Going to get a really nice total. Can they get mid-50s? Yeah, they've got 10 to go. So can Luton get 8 points in the last 10 games to finish on 55? Excellent. Yes, you do, Russ. You love it. I very much embarrassed Russ at the football last time I went with him and ordered a white wine, and he stood next to me with his beer next to him. Oh, here come Bournemouth into the box. Knocked back looking for Riquelme. That's really good cover by Ryan Manning there. Lewis. 3-4-1-2 the way forward. Pushed Brentford back. Created nothing in the second half. Sibley was... Yeah, it's good. Lewis, it's good to see Sibley... doing bits. I had such high expectations for him this season. Katie, I'm not reading that, but I agree. Wine at a football game. Ben is in the posh seats. No, I don't think. No, we weren't that day either. We were nice seats. Russ got me nice. He always gets me nice seats, but yeah, I don't know. Just fancied it, didn't I? A prawn cocktail sandwich too. No, I'm not having packaged sandwiches. I'm the dude. Not doing it. We had a Wagamama, actually. Classic Bloom. The Gerald stand. Nice. Ben, we said Swansea's performances have been unsustainable recently and they're 2-0 down. It's been coming. There we go. The eye test has said this. They need a rest, don't they? Most of the teams in the league need a rest, but you've got to go to Cardiff at the weekend, Swansea as well. Rather, they've got to play Cardiff. They're at home. Ugh. 67 gone. Dander is going to come on for Swans. Cooper is just going kitchen sink. Fleetwood have just missed a 1-on-1 at 2-0 up. A chance there for Bournemouth. Stacey had it down the right. He beat Lowe, who was on the cover. It breaks for Jeff Lerma, edge of the box, and he shanks that one wide. And here on cue, Lerma can't shoot. Very good win for Watford tonight, says Nathan. Liked your Karanka video as a Birmingham fan. Thank you very, very much, Lee. It's been a really good night if you're a Watford fan, hasn't it? They've taken 2 points out of Brentford and look like they're going to take 3 out of Swansea here. Unless we get a mad turnaround. Here comes Swansea. Whittaker, they're piling men forward, Swans here. Whittaker's a bit greedy there. Tries to Thierry Henry in the far corner there. Yeah, I think, Katie, Mr. Morsey might be in trouble retrospectively for his role in the Alan Brown red card. Dom Solanke's trying a very flamboyant back heel 1-2 with Arnott Danjuma there. Doesn't quite manage to pull it off. Christian, we're going to talk about Lee Bowyer. Look, I'll either film it first thing in the morning, or if I've got enough energy, I'll do it right after we've finished this show tonight. The news broke at an inopportune moment. I think most clubs would be relaying pitches. Don't know if they can afford it, can't they? It's a free kick to Bournemouth. Wilshere and Danjuma are over it. Do I think Barnsley can get a playoff spot? Absolutely, I think Barnsley can get a playoff spot. Nice one up the line for Rico here. Crosses left-footed. Good sort of physical cover there by Bennett. He's got his body in the way of Solanke, who was looking very interested in that cross. Here's Billing. Scored that brilliant goal earlier. Here's Riquelme now coming into the box. Riquelme, low cross blocked by Ryan Manning, who's managed to win a goal kick out of that. Two of the guys in my football team are Charlton and Birmingham fans. The group chat has been interesting. You love to see it. Play Sibley in midfield, given that licence. Yeah, it'd be nice to see him get on a good run again. Wilshere has gone off and Pearson has come on. So a bit more of a playmaker-y midfielder going off and a bit more of a sturdy midfielder coming on. Right, now that is a key question. What was for tea? So, you know, I have the Gusto subscription. This was nice. Fish goujons and sushi rice. Really good, actually. I didn't make it, to be fair, so that was probably why it was really good. But how much did Cadbury pay you? If Cadbury would like to send me around Cadbury Land next time I go to Birmingham, I will happily take the tour and all of the free chocolate. This is the Tuesday night super stream, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave a like, a thumb up, keep your comments, come in, subscribe, ring the bell, blah, blah, blah. Loads of good stuff tonight. And you're pretty happy if you're a Watford fan tonight. You're pretty happy if you're a Birmingham fan or a Huddersfield fan ready to go down the bottom there as well tomorrow. Cardiff 0, Stoke 0. Helps neither of them. Derby 2, Brentford 2 does not help Brentford, given what Watford have been up to lately. Luton 2, Coventry 0. Luton on to 47 now. Terrific stuff from then. Borough 2, Preston 0. Borough still outside chance of the playoffs, but Barnsley keep winning, don't they? I think Reading got 10 points in 4, so it's going to be a tough ask even for Warnock. Key result, Rotherham 1, Watford 4. So Watford on the same evening have taken, potentially, if everything stays the same in this game, have taken a 5-goal hike in their direction on the goal difference. They're going to take 3 points out of Swansea and 2 out of Brentford on the same night. And these things matter when we get down to the last 10 games, don't they? Tremendous. And in League One, it's Fleetwood 2, Ipswich 0, which fills me with sadness. Let's have a look. Did I know Blades Analytic is head of recruitment? He's not head of recruitment, is he? I thought he was just a data guy there. Yes, I did know that. Congratulations to him. Tremendous stuff. If you've followed the channel for a long time, you'll know Jay and I are friends. We have broken bread together before a Sheffield United game as well. Had a great chat. He's been on the channel as well. Good luck to him. Yeah, hope he does well. He's a good lad. Yeah, he is. He's a blooming machine when it comes to data as well, I tell you. Top 2 is still open. I get the feeling Watford will beat Brentford to second. Hopefully we can get over the line, but that is natural pessimism as a football fan still there. Of course it is. I hate the term, but I'm going to say it, gone under the radar. I think Norwich winning 8 on the trot and Barnsley winning 8 in 9 has distracted everybody from the fact that Watford have also won, was it 7 in 8 or 8 in 9? They are making moves. Bournemouth seems to be putting a complete match together for once. Ironically, Swansea have looked fatigued for several games, having to use extra energy. Yeah. I don't think it's going to get them any points, Chris, either. Have Swans peaked? They will hope not, Liam. A great comeback by Derby. Didn't see that happening. Yeah, they looked good in the second half, didn't they? Responsible for bringing Elijah Adebayo in. I think he was hired after the transfer window closed. So, but I'll be happy to know more. Swans playing like rubbish again, says Liam. I think we're going to pull a Forest like last season. Hasn't been that much. If you remember Forest last season, there was a lot of sample size of them. Oh no, actually, no, that's not a bad comparison, actually, Liam, because Forest were, even when they were still winning, they were winning tight, weren't they? So, and then there was a quite sustained then drop off in points per game, weren't they? Yeah, Reading are 10 points from 4, aren't they? How has Pearson not been booked for that? I'm just paying no attention. Am I, Chris? Terrible. Right. Let's get into this. Manning down the left plays it inside to Danda. Danda tries to get around Lerma, who, whatever you say about him, is quite good at getting in the way in defensive midfield, isn't he? Here comes Billing. Danda tries to foul him and actually doesn't manage to pull it off. The weakest attempt at a tactical foul I've ever seen. Here's Billing. Billing just keeps the ball. He looks like he's always just jogging, Billing, doesn't he? I suppose he's got such long legs, he covers the ground anyway. Looks like Bournemouth have been instructed to take the sting out of this. They're just playing it about in central midfield and surprise, surprise, they have it taken off them. Here's Ayew. Ayew to Danda. Danda to Hourihane. And Hourihane to Roberts. Roberts stands on the ball, tries to cross it in left foot. It was a bit half-assed, that, by Roberts. Not like him. And away come Bournemouth. Billing. Oh, lovely little take on by Billing on Norton and spreads the play. He's showing off here, Billing, isn't he? Here comes Stacey. Stacey goes outside. Oh! I thought that was going in the corner. He drives it from the edge of the box. That did not miss by much. He drove pretty much from halfway line there, Stacey. Manning shows him the outside, which seemed a bit odd considering he's a fullback. As in, he left a lot of space for him to go into, and he drives it to the deflection, not far wide. Corner for Bournemouth. Short one to Pearson. Pearson to Riquelme. Riquelme gives it back to Pearson. Riquelme takes on Lowe. In he goes into the box now. Oh, Lowe does well, actually. I thought, here comes a pen. But Lowe takes it off Riquelme. And it's cleared up to half-time. 4-1, didn't get out of second gear. Good signs when you play well and still score that many. Absolutely. Reading have surprised me this season. Recent season was strong and fair play to them. Yeah, it's been quite the jump up. I hate always playing on a Wednesday. The other teams put pressure on us. It's been like this for the last... Well, there you go. You got to suck it up when you're in those playoff positions, haven't you, Eli? The struggle is real. The pressure. Thomas Frank called Rooney's tactics a masterstroke. Is he trying to deflect away from the fact that his team surrendered a 2-goal lead there? Did look like they had a good second half, though. Don't really know much about Stacey. Think Norwich going to be after right back in the summer after selling a player. Yeah, good player, Russ. Although he's kind of been eclipsed by James Justin now, hasn't he? Oh, referee Stroud is the 4th official. I wonder if he can do anything that'll amuse me. Substitution for Swansea. So it's Justin and Stacey were the Luton fullbacks in League One, and they sold them for mega bucks. Wayne Routledge has come on for Connor Hurahan. I once met Wayne Routledge. Wayne Routledge, he used to play for QPR when he was a youth player. I just want to double check this before I tell this story. I'm sure it was Wayne Routledge. Many, many years ago in a hotel in Ipswich. There's no doubt in my mind Watford are getting second and Barnsley will win the playoffs. There we go. Yeah, there's another good... There's some good right-backs in the Championship, isn't there? Roberts, Aarons, Stacey, who we just talked about, although Smith's been the right-back for much of the season for Bournemouth. Britton's very good as well. Jack Stacey, subject of the greatest Luton chant never to... Come on then, Matt. Tell us what it is. Stroud only lives around the corner. Nice little day out for him. 4th official gig. Do they get paid full money for being... Surely the ref get paid more money than the 4th official. Begovic, long clearance. 81-20 on the clock. Doesn't look like Swansea are getting anything out of this one tonight, does it? Good play by Dom Solanke. Holds it up. Wins the foul. I bet Napper said hello to me tonight, didn't he? Tell him I'm in a grump about it, Anir. I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. What's the Championship game, Dylan? But yeah, we might have to do that. It's a dearly departed derby, that Leeds Fulham, isn't it? Barnsley are in a bit of a dangerous place where if their good form continues, they end up... Look, I've seen this many times, particularly being an Ipswich fan in the late 90s, actually, where if you coast into the playoffs on a run of form, we do often see the more staid teams in 3rd and 4th able to deal with that, let's just say. Although I do remember Watford zooming in and going straight through. Of course, Villa did it. They were down in mid-table, but we all know how stacked that squad was. don't we? If you're a playoff team, you want to avoid Watford at all costs. Well, at the moment, Russ, if you are a playoff team, I think you are going to avoid Watford. They're having a lovely old time, aren't they? Yeah, we should be live tomorrow. Will, same deal. Love it. 83-7 gone. Swans have it in the centre-back position. Out it goes to Manning on the left. Dander comes short. Busying himself here. Dander, nice ball that. Switch of play out to Roberts. Chest control. Rico closes him down. Dander comes back to get it. Looks like he's been given carte blanche to go where the hell he likes. Decent cross that by Dander, actually. Very, very good play by Dander. He was playmaker and then crosser as well. Riquelme didn't quite know what to do with it, so he chests it out. And it's a corner for Swans. In it goes. Oh, good header. Steve Cook. He was being fouled as well. And he still manages to get his head on it. Him and Ryan Bennett are chipping away at each other. You love to see it. I can't take this much confidence in Watford. We always cock it up in the end. Absolutely. We'll figure that one out on Friday about the watch-alongs there. 84-39, Begovic goal kick for Bournemouth. Down the ground it goes. Lerma pokes it to Riquelme. Good feet by Riquelme. Finds Solanke. Norton goes in full-blooded, wins the tackle. Bennett back to Woodman, who clears to halfway. And it's turned over again, and Jeff Lerma has got it. Riquelme. Stanislav went off in the first half. The caramel is gone. In the bin. I ate the whole damn thing. And I'm not ashamed of it either. Let's get this cup out of shot. Deary me. Where can I put it? Let's put it down there. Oh. Someone stole my thunder. So the Watford fans are now playing down expectations. You know a team's doing well when they start to play down the expectations. Yes. Throwing for Swans in the left-back position. Can someone have a look? Actually, why don't I just do it myself? See who everyone's got at the weekend, the last game before the international breaks, particularly as it pertains to our three chasers for second place. So, Brentford have got Forest, which is always a chore with Chris Hughton in at Forest. Watford have got Birmingham at home. Interesting. Swansea have got Cardiff. So you see, I think Watford have got the easiest game again there, haven't they? Interesting. Here's Riquelme. Stacey on the overlap. Oh, Riquelme didn't see him. Billings laid it off. Big chance here, and it's smashed into the roof of the net. And there goes your goal difference. A 6 goal swing now tonight. Danjuma has scored. It is 3-0 to Bournemouth. And I'm sure the Watford fans already had a cigar on about 45 minutes ago. But the goal difference has just got even better. Lovely ball by Danjuma. This is old school. There's no VAR, so we're looking at the line on the pitch. Borderline onside, offside. It's a lovely ball by Billing. Billing's highlight reel tonight will look really good, won't it? And Danjuma just thumps it into the roof of the net. Woodgate, super happy with that one. Tip your cap to him, Woodgate. 3-0 to Bournemouth. Danjuma, 10th goal of the season. They missed him when he was injured, didn't they? I think, here we go. We haven't seen the live league table in at least 10 minutes. I think we should go and see the live league table for sure. I think that's a great idea, Russ. And there it is. So, from the Bournemouth point of view, nice. But both Barnsley and Reading play tomorrow. And they're playing Birmingham and Wickham. So, potential for the gap to be reinserted in that league table. Danjuma. He's looking for the hat-trick there. No, he's not looking for the hat-trick. He's only scored one. Set up the first goal, didn't he? Actually, have a look at the offside here again. Here's the layoff. That's so close. In the Premier League, we would have our microscope out. I think in the Premier League, he'd be offside for that. His armpit would be offside by about a millimetre or something. But hey, there's no VAR here, so we don't need to have that conversation. And that's as it stands for Swansea, who've had a bad night. They really have. They have swung 3 points. A 3-point swing from 69 each to 69 plays 72, but a 6-goal swing as well in the goal difference as well. And that's going to be hard to make up over so few games left now. A bad night for Swansea. Iain says we'll definitely be better at Ashton Gate. Bit of training in our legs. Hopefully Wing will be back. Yes, he didn't play tonight, did he? That's with a Rotherham head on it. Great night and position for Watford. Let's not forget the last 2 games of the season. That, David, is a very, very good point. But they may have a lead by the time they get there, mightn't they? So, and we've said that all along, David, about Watford, haven't we? They need 3 or 4 points head start before the last 2 games, which is Brentford and Swansea. They're looking like they're going to get it, though. Switch of play, looking for Billing. He is unable to do anything with that. We're just seeing the Watford goals back, actually. The second goal, actually both Semmers goals were very, very good indeed. I think that is Mepham coming on for Danjuma. We're into stoppage time here. Seeing Ladapo's goal from earlier tonight. What a strike that is. Nobody saw that one coming. Yeah, lots of Bristol City players going to be back in the coming games. Armpits now important in sporting competition. Ludicrous, isn't it? What you going to do, though? Rewrite the offside rule. But there we go. 3 minutes stoppage time. I mean, we could finish now and we're all done. Here is Mayhew. He's won a corner for Swansea. Playing for pride now rather than any points. Oh, God, I've just seen that Preston own goal again. Ouch. Danda clips it in. Billing, who's had a decent old game, hasn't he? Charges it down. Solanke is just trying to run the clock down. He's running in ever-decreasing circles in the middle of the pitch. Here's Lerma. Lerma to Carter Vickers. And Pearson. Been going for hours. That's my reputation, Langy. I don't know when the Rotherham games is. Iain, if Iain's still in the chat, he'll tell us about when they're rescheduling those Rotherham games. Here's Bennett, and that is the end of that. Bournemouth 3, Swansea 0. Bad night for Swansea. Good night for Bournemouth. Let's just round all of this up. So there are our scores ticking along the bottom. It was Cardiff 0, Stoke 0. Derby 2, Brentford 2. Brentford dropped points from a 2-0 lead. Good second half from Derby there. Luton 2, Coventry 0. Luton doing the business there. Red card for Cov just before half-time. Borough 2, Preston 0. It was a red card in the first half in that one as well. Rotherham 1, Watford 4. Feels like the big story of the night, doesn't it? I checked my numbers earlier. I think it's is it 7 wins in 8 or 8 wins in 9 for what? Well, 7 wins in. Let's call it 7 wins in 8. So I'm not over congratulating them, but yeah, Watford are making a big play for second place now, aren't they? And Bournemouth 3, Swansea 0. We said for a while that a Swans slip could be coming, that they've won some tight games, but yeah, they've gone under 3-0 tonight in this one. And let's see what that does to the league table. Let's hope the sofa score data is all in. So Norwich away and clear on 79. They play tomorrow. Watford move on to 72 points and increase their goal difference to plus 26. Swansea lose and their goal difference decreases down to plus 17. So it's a 3-point lead with a game in hand, but now the goal difference is worth that extra point because it's 26 plays 17. I know we're 10 games out, but you know how this is going to go, don't you? So, yeah, 26 plays 17, a 9-goal lead in the goal difference now for Watford as well. So when we get into destiny in their own hands conversations, and I mean, let's be honest, everyone's got their destiny in their own hands because Brentford still play Watford and Swansea still play Watford. So anyone wins all their games, they're taking points off their opponents, aren't they? Bournemouth go on to 59, 2 points behind Barnsley and Reading, who both play tomorrow. Borough win. They're on 56. They'll be hoping someone slips up tomorrow. They're 5 points off it at the moment. Obviously, they could be 8 points off it if both Reading and Barnsley win tomorrow. Stoke and Cardiff draw. Yeah, we're heading for the beach. We're getting our beach towels out there, getting our sun cream out there with couple of those teams in the middle of the table. Luton, well done, Luton. Got to love that. 47 points now with 10 games to go. How close can Luton get to 60 points, I wonder, this season? They've got 10 games to go. 13. Can you get 13 in the last 10 games? I wonder. Good stuff by Luton. Down there towards the bottom, pretty good day for Birmingham, to be honest, because Rotherham lost. Coventry lost, Derby drew. So a Birmingham win does swing things back in their direction tomorrow if Lee Bowyer can get that particular job done. Right, let's get your final comments here and we will end the night. Thank you, Brad, legend. 3 points. Within 3 points of Brentford with a win tomorrow. Of course, Brentford will have a game in hand. David, legend, thank you. And our sponsor as well. You don't need a super chat, but that's very kind. Fair play for keeping up the energy. Thank the chocolate and the coffee and the Pepsi, but that's very, very kind. If Carlsberg did football results, yeah. Watford fans are on the Carlsberg tonight and need to change something. Can't see us getting second, says Swans Cast. They need a rest, don't they, by the look of it. And it was, you'll be able to hear me say this on streams from 6 weeks ago. We said Swansea was fine margins, didn't we? That, they weren't creating masses of chances. They were defending well. They were winning tight games, which is great. But a little drop-off when there's fine margins means that the points drop off as well. They've kept getting the points, though, haven't they, Swansea? Albeit with some late goals, a couple of them from the penalty spot as well. But, yes, struggle. Rotherham Cov match not rescheduled. All dates for 1 week unless they can play it in the international break. And that would take both clubs to agree it, wouldn't it? And clubs have a habit of not agreeing these fixtures, don't they? Stefan, thank you, sir. Thank you for the super chat earlier as well, buddy. Brilliant. The Hornets are very much saying, come and wrestle second place off us. Now, can I just get my numbers right here? Is it 7 wins in 8 or is it 8 wins in 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8 wins in 9 for the Hornets. And then if you go back another few games, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So 4 wins in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 wins in 7. Add 7 wins in 8 is 11 wins in 15 for Watford as well. Looking very, very good. George... Go and vent on the Blue Monday stream. Just understand that Paul Cook's been given an absolute banger of a squad, hasn't he, that have not been coached very well. So this is going to happen. I have a question about Norwich, but I'll save it till tomorrow. It's been fun tonight, hasn't it? Yes. Huddersfield started the Swansea full. Perhaps. Yeah, perhaps. They have picked up points then, but they've been less than convincing. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been the Tuesday night super stream. If you want to shout out, let me know now, and I will oblige. Let's say thank you to David, who is our fan sponsor. Thank you, David, fan of the channel. Happy to support great content. And, of course, before you go, please hit the thumbs up button and get every liked and whatnot, and have a think about Patreon there. Goodbye to Liam. I think the international break will do Swans well. Thank you, Leeds 2021. Jacob. And join me tomorrow at 1 p.m. where we'll review all the games and all the goals. All that remains for me to do is say thank you again, and over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button, and to be notified every time we upload, ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.